Hey, hello everyone. It's nice to see you here. Let's check our connection if all good. Hey Shul, hey Andy, can you try to speak? All good? Hey Mila?
Hey, for sure, for sure. Thank you for having me. I can hear you loud and clear, so let me know if you can hear me as well.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Mila, all good with your mic?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Diana. All good.
Hey,
Thanks.
perfect. Andy, I can see you here. How are you? All good? Can
I'm
you try to
I'm
speak?
good. I'm good. I just tried to connect my
No,
earpiece.
it's
So
great. I can hear you. All good, all good.
thanks, man, Diana.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's start. And good day, everyone. Welcome to our first episode of our special series, Binance Turns 8. As you can see, yeah, obviously by the title. And yeah, can this day get even any better, with Bitcoin hitting another all-time heights and Binance celebrating its 8th anniversary. So we're here to start our celebration, and we will be celebrating not only today, right, but more details soon. And today we are thrilled to have two incredible guests with us today to celebrate together, to share insights, some valuable feedback, stories. We have Sjuul, founder of Alt Crypto Gems, and we have Andy Lian. You probably know them both, right? But anyway, and over this episode and also over next episodes, we will be diving deep into stories from key figures in crypto world. And today we're starting off strong with some truly inspiring voices. And as we celebrate the anniversary, we are here today to hear your stories, guys, our listeners, and we are here to make a giveaway, right? But more details Mila will share with you. And let me introduce my wonderful co-host, Mila. Mila, it's great to have you here.
Thanks, Diana. Thanks for everything. So I'm super excited to be part of this, especially with such powerful guests today. And um, I actually can't wait to dive into the stories and insights they've got for us. And also for everyone listening, we've got a little birthday surprise. You can drop your questions or share your story in the chat, and you might win one of our limited Binance Turn 8 swag boxes. So yeah, we are waiting to hear some great stories from you. And also don't forget to follow us, your hosts, and our amazing speakers today. And I think that's all from my side. Thank you, Diana.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, and before we dive into the main discussion, because we prepared some nice questions for our guests today, let's do a fun blitz round to warm things up. Okay, this is our like little tradition, let's say already. So guys, Shul, Andy, we will ask each of you five really quick questions. You can answer just yes, no, or one word. So it will be, just to warm up. And yeah, let's start with Shul. Are you ready? Can you hear me? All good? Mila, let me know if you can hear me. Maybe it's something with
Yeah, I
my.
can
Yeah.
hear you. I think that probably there's some maybe
Ah.
Uh,
network issues.
I can hear you
Oh,
too, man.
okay. Then yeah, let's start with Andy. Andy, you're here. I think that you're ready.
Of course, no problem.
Okay, so let's go. First question: do you think crypto regulation is necessary for the industry's growth?
Yes, it is. I've seen this growth since 2017, and I think it's very beneficial as of today.
Amazing. Have you ever experienced FOMO in crypto?
For more every day, to be honest.
Okay, great. Can you describe in just one word what drives you in crypto? One main thing.
Uh, One main thing I think would be maybe towards like maybe a better future. I
Mm-hmm.
think what we are trying to build here is not just for today. It's really building something significant for our future.
Okay, great. And the next one, is there is, on your opinion, is there is a future for NFTs beyond art?
Uh, Straightforward answer is yes, because I think the technology is fairly useful, but I don't think we will see any more of those crazy NFT season we had in the last bull run because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's necessary, man.
Okay, okay. And the last question, will we see mass adoption of crypto in, let's say, next 1, 2 years?
Definitely.
Okay, great, amazing. Thank you so much for answers. So, Shul, are you back? Can you hear us now?
Yes, sorry, I'm not sure what happened
Perfect.
there, but I could hear you speaking, and all of a sudden it was just gone.
No worries, no worries. That's okay. Okay, Mila, up to you. Blitz round for Shul.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Diana, for a nice warm up. So, yeah, thank you, Andy, to you. And Shul, now your turn. I hope you're ready. So let's start. And my first question is, do you believe in the future of decentralized finance?
Yes, for sure. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm in crypto and why I'm still in crypto to this day. But it's I'm more of a guy that thinks we will have use cases in the world where we use a crypto project or we use crypto in some sort of way. But I'm not the type of guy that says, you know what, we're gonna get rid of credit cards, we're gonna get rid of cash, and the only thing we're gonna do is pay with Bitcoin. I don't really believe that's gonna happen. But the future of DeFi, 100% for sure.
Great. Okay. Okay. Agree with you. And another question is, would you ever invest in meme coins?
When I started in 2021, pretty much the only thing that I was buying in crypto were meme coins and very low cap altcoins. And in honesty, that's what I've been doing for the past few years still and still do to this date. So yes, for sure, I like my meme coins.
Okay. Good. Another question is, in one word, can you please describe your first crypto experience?
Whew, in one word,
Yeah, in one word.
um, painful.
Nice. Okay. Another one, is community the most important element in a project success?
Um, the most important,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's very very important, but the most I'm not too sure because if you have a very good community, but you don't really do anything, you're another meme coin. Yeah, I mean, meme coins don't really have anything, but they've got a community and they work very well. So if you look at it that way, then yes, the community is the most important part. But we're also here to create something and to add something to the world. So looking at it that way, then actually having a product is probably the most important thing. But in some aspects, yes, then community would be the most important thing.
True, true, agree with you. The community is the most important element, but in the, you know, great and meaningful project. So true. And another one, the last one from my side, will blockchain adoption in traditional industries accelerate in in the next 5 years?
Yes, I think so. I think. Looking at the past few years in crypto and then looking where we're at now and then probably what's going to happen in the near future, it's crypto has become way more of a global thing. It's become a bigger thing, where a couple of years ago people expected and said, you know what, it's just a bubble and it's going to go away. Whereas I think if you ask it now, then everyone believes that crypto is here and it's here to stay. So also looking at things like the MiCA licenses and all the VARA licenses and things exchanges are getting, where it seems as if we're all getting ready to onboard the next billion users to crypto. So yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shul.
Yep.
Back to you, Diana.
Thank you so much. That was really fun. Thank you, guys, both of you, for this great answers. And now let's dive into our questions, right? So we're gonna start with the first, let's say, small topic to talk about Binance 8 years anniversary, industry impact, and etc. So Mila, over to you for the first question.
Yeah, okay. So I will start from, Binance recently celebrated its um, anniversary, right? So 8 years, it's a big number. And that's also a major milestone in a crypto time. And, Binance has gone from a startup to a platform that serves over 280 million users. And I would say that it's insane. So let's start broad to both of you. What do you think has been Binance biggest contribution to the space? And on a personal note, how has your own experience with Binance shaped how you see the ecosystem evolving? This is the question to both of you, so you can think like who can start. I can see
Yeah,
Shu.
yeah, I can dive in on the first one you asked, where you said something. I think you said, how did Binance help on onboarding people to crypto? Um, I think it's pretty much the same thing as what I just said, is where we seem to get ready to onboard the next billion people to crypto. It seems as if Binance was already busy with that a couple of years ago. So looking at what you guys have been doing on the platform, what type of content you guys were making, how you were onboarding users, the user, the UI, how things were happening. I think if you look at it that way, Binance was already setting it up to onboard, yeah, as many people to crypto as possible. So I think in that regards, they really helped on making crypto easier for newcomers, and being able to trade crypto without being an expert at it. So I think that's the way how Binance has helped those users.
True, true. I agree with you. Sure. Thank you for your answer. And let me also check with Andy. What do you think?
I, I think Binance is a very old friend, So I knew them, or most of the OGs back in 2017, in when they first started off in China. I think if you look at how the roadmap, uh, you know, uh, was kind of constructed. When he was in China, he moved to Japan. Then, of course, more recent years, they shifted from Singapore to UAE and so forth. I think Binance has definitely made a couple of good moves that put them in the front for 8 years. I think the most convincing part, or maybe something that I like most about Binance, is that Binance is actually one of the first few larger exchanges that is helping uh, authorities to chase back funds, to fight against crimes and so forth. They were one of the first few. They were also one of the first few who has the more comprehensive compliance department, where they really entertain and follow up with all the different authorities on their requests. I think that move itself, during the previous bull market, I think they have done a very good job in putting the kind of trust to the users. Other than that, I think in terms of the education, in terms of how they get the users and so forth, and how they fight for the markets, I think it's very similar with a lot of other exchanges. But I felt that um, from the security standpoint, keeping the funds safe, I think that part is actually one of the thing that really touches my heart. Thanks.
Really great answer. Thank you so much, Andy. So now back to you, Diana. I know you also have one more question.
Yeah, true, true. Not only one, to be honest. Okay, thank you both for great insights so far. And now, yeah, we have a couple of questions. Let's start from Shul. We have a couple of questions, and obviously, we want to talk about the recent Bitcoin all-time high and overall, the market. The market is hyping last days, and the bull market is creating a lot of excitement among our community, and there is a huge wave of new investors entering the space, new users actually, and it's thrilling time, of course, for industry, but it also brings some challenges. So my question is, what do you think is the role of creators and projects, in making sure that the new investors, users, they are protected during this high energy market? How can we ensure that this growth and innovations, and this big, of course, new amount of newbies, let's say, this all do not come at the expense of long-term sustainability and trust?
Yeah, good question. And looking, I mean, you asked the question where there's two things: one the creators, and one the actual project itself. Now, looking at the creator point, which is obviously what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis with my company, so let me dive into that one. I think it's important that we talk about crypto and we explain crypto, but we also talk about the I would say the negatives, but the things that people need to know about it. So, for example, the first question you asked me was if you had to describe it in one word. For me, it was kind of painful, and I feel like quite a few people in crypto have that same experience where they started with crypto, they expected to be become a millionaire or make a lot of money pretty much. And then it turns out that they buy something and it goes to zero, and then they go away. And I think that's important that we try to prevent that, because if those people are going to go away because they had a bad experience, it's way harder for them to get back into crypto and to get started again. So I think that's one of the most important things where we explain, we talk about crypto, but in a more transparent way, where we also show the dangers, and we also talk about tokens don't just go up, but they also go down. I mean, just looking at Bitcoin alone, and we go to 120K right now, but we might as well just drop back to 110, 100, who knows. But that's all part of the game, and that's part of crypto. But we do need to talk about it and explain the newbies that these things are happening. So I think that's one of the most important thing, creator wise, what we need to do.
Totally agree. Totally agree with you, Shu. And I also have one more question. Based on what you are seeing in the data and trends, what do you think will really move in the market in the next, 12 or maybe 18 months? And, are we in for a long bull run, or should we be bracing for, curveballs?
I mean, I hope we're gonna have a very long and big bull run, obviously, and that we talk with each other in like a year, and we're still on a bull run. But what I think might work is slowly we're seeing some activity happening with altcoins again, and obviously my name is Alt Crypto Gems, so I do a lot of things with altcoins. But it feels as if Bitcoin has been stealing the show for the past year, 2 years, and it still is, but it does feel as if we're slowly sort of shifting over, and altcoins are finally getting, a piece of the pie. Um, so that's where my focus is right now. Trying to slowly scale down on Bitcoin, and go a bit more into the high cap altcoins. Even things like Ethereum and tokens like that are doing a very good run at the moment. So that's where I'm focusing on right now. And once those are starting to run, then I'm going down on the risk curve. So moving my high cap coins for the mid caps and eventually the low caps. That's what I'm focusing on right now and what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay, great. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. And the next question, yeah, also, given the market current trajectory and the upcoming changes in the industry, how do you see Binance adapting to main, its leader's role? What steps do you think the platform should take to continue supporting both new and seasoned investors in coming months in this upcoming or in this ongoing bull run, right? What feedback maybe you can share with us?
Um, Good question. Feedback wise, obviously, it's kind of hard to for me to say what the best feedback is because, in all honesty, I can't use Binance because I live in the Netherlands. So I've been using Binance for the past years, but if I, unfortunately, I can't use it at the moment. So I guess that would be one of the first things for me as a feedback point is, I mean, it's easy to say for me, obviously, but getting the licenses needed to actually operate at certain places is the best because a lot of friends come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to get started with crypto. Where do I start?" And I would love to say, you know what, go to Binance because I've been part of Binance since I don't know 2017. A big fan of Binance and have been using it a lot. But I can't say that at the moment because the license isn't here yet. So I think that perhaps would be the best way to get started to actually be able to operate wherever you should be operating. So once that's live again, then we can move people to Binance and say, you know what, this is the exchange you want to go to, and start your crypto journey. So yeah, something like that, I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's a really great feedback, and yeah, appreciate your insights regarding this and appreciate your feedback so far. And yeah, I think I'm sure the team is committed, to continuing our work towards doing all of the necessary steps to onboard as many users as we can as we should, right? Okay, thank you so much. And Mila, I think up to you, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shu, for your thoughts, for your feedback. Always sharp, always on point. And now I would like to ask some questions to Andy. You've got a ton of experience in both like policy, Web3, and also, institutional crypto adoption. So, with this recent market boom, what are the biggest challenges or breakthroughs you see coming for the space? What do you think?
Um, I think one of the biggest thing that I see right now is, of course, we can all see that the institution are actually putting in the really serious money. But I still felt that it's a pity that the retail guys did not really get a good chance to participate in this whole journey. Especially when BTC flew past the 80,000-90,000 range, and then went all the way up. I think that part of it is a really big missed opportunity for many retailers. And in fact, I strongly believe in a few things that I also vocally mentioned this in my tweets and so forth. The first thing is that I felt that we have to remember why we first started in the crypto journey, why we believe in Bitcoin, and what Satoshi's white paper is all about. Of course, he is not saying that we are going to throw away all the credit cards, screw the governments, bankrupt the bank and so forth. He's not saying all these things, but I think we should still try to understand, the main gist of it is the beauty of decentralization. I think that part is really missing. And then if we continue to have this bull run that is only driven by institution, to be very honest, I don't think we are any different from all the fiat that we are seeing right now in the space. So I felt that if there's a chance, I hope to see a big retail push so that the power of decentralization and crypto goes back to the hands of of the community and to all these retailers that we are talking about. That's one very big thing that I felt that is missing, and that also one of the reasons why I took over the role to lead a movement called Re-Decentralize. It is to promote decentralization, and I think that part of the equation is really missing in today's context. So I try to do whatever I can, as a book author or as an opinion leader or whatever we want to call it. But I still felt that we need more of such movements, going around the space to keep the realness of what we are trying to do, and promote the right kind of concepts, to the people at large.
Great word. Totally agree with you, Andy. I see more people are coming to this Amy session, so I think that more people also will think, about what you just said, and it's really great, to think about it and to look more into this situation. So yeah, back to you, Diana. I know you have more
Yeah,
questions to
yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, I wanted to say also thank you so much, Andy. It's always interesting, to hear your thoughtful and insightful perspectives. So yeah, I really like to hear, these different opinions. And yeah, so my next question also related to the current crypto market, right? With Bitcoin reaching this all new all-time heights, and also the market is gaining so much attention, yeah, from the community, not only from the crypto community but from like people who are not yet in crypto. There is a growing sense that we could be on the verge of broader mainstream adoption. So I want to ask you, how do you see Bitcoin's recent all-time highs and overall, all the market news influencing the adoption of crypto globally? Can we expect more individuals and more countries, to adopt crypto, yeah, and to make it more, let's say, usable, yeah, for on the daily basis, for like normal people?
Sure. I answered the first question. I think in terms of crypto adoption, right now we can see a lot of crypto related payment that can happen in a daily life, right? It could be a supermarket buy using the Visa powered
Mm-hmm.
by cryptocurrency. I think that is one baby step that we see. In Abu Dhabi, for example, or in Dubai, for example, you can use cryptocurrency to buy a property. A lot of new products have also come out from crypto. I think it's slowly, uh, but surely, getting a lot more adoption, as we are speaking right now. But but I often ask the same question back to some of my friends, who ask me, you know, about crypto adoption. I actually want to ask them what exactly do they want from crypto adoption, right? Because it would not be easy. Like what this Sjuul has mentioned. It will not be a case where fiat is going to be replaced, right? And then we kept hearing people saying that, oh, we want more adoption for cryptocurrency and so forth. Right now, crypto can be part of the saving, recognized as an asset. Already in some countries, it become one of the alternative form of payment. I think right now, from that perspective, I think we have done a fairly good job. But the part that I really want to emphasize is not just about the price, because if you look at the price and the overall market right now, yes, it's very bullish, right? But have we really seen more builders on Ethereum? Have we really seen more people that is building BTC? I think that the short answer is the price right now is running a lot faster than the builders. So in order for us to see a more sustainable um, run, whether it's going to last for another 6 months, half a year, and so forth, or 1 year and so forth. I think right now it is a very critical moment where we need to see more builders building on the
Yeah, totally agree with you. And
that
also, I was thinking,
that that
about.
that answer.
Sorry?
Sorry, am I lagging? Oh,
No, no, I can hear you now. All good.
oh, yeah. So it goes back to the first phase that I was trying to say, is that if this is not just a money game, right? Then we need to have more builders. The builders will sustain the price. Thus, we can get a more sustainable, bull run this time around. So right now, I really hope to see the builders build, man, build harder.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for answer. And I agree with you. And I was thinking about an example of the mass adoption, right? Like on a using, as you said, like to buy something in the supermarkets and etc. And I remember that recently, right, Mila, Bhutan launched and an exciting collaboration. It is with Binance Pay, and they created like the world's first national crypto tourism payment system. So like
Mm-hmm.
if you travel to Bhutan, you can use crypto, you can use basically Binance Pay to pay for everything like flight, visa, hotel, I don't know, like your coffee, like everything. And I think it's a really great example. And yeah, it's a perfect example of how crypto adoption can go just beyond the investment and trading, but can be useful for like daily use for like ordinary, like every people, for every person, right? Just to use it and make life easier, basically, for people, for businesses, especially in remote areas. So yeah, I think it's definitely something other countries can learn from, right?
Yeah, true, true, totally agree. And I also have one more question to you, Andy, but I'm not sure if he's with us. Because I cannot see him. Can you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him?
yeah. Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
okay.
now.
Now I can see too. Okay, great. And so the thing is, with all this momentum building about Bitcoin and also the crypto adoption, um, Andy, how can Binance help keep that fire going globally? What can we do to help more people and institutions take the leap into the crypto? Like maybe you have some feedback to share, because I guess that this question uh, should be answered by you, because you are really
Sure.
experienced, and I'm totally inspired by your thoughts.
I, maybe put it this way. I think in terms of products, in terms of coverage, I think Binance has done a really good job. But I personally felt that you know because Binance is the leader, they should set a really strong example. I give you an example.
Mhm.
If you want more institutions or more wheels to get into Binance, I think maybe uh, I'm not sure how many of you are in the private banking segment, right? In the banks and so forth. I
Mhm.
think cryptocurrency right now, I think it will be good to see that level of service from a relationship manager, to take care of your key clients. I think that part is really missing from this cryptocurrency scene. And I hope Binance can be the first one to take the lead, to provide the best kind of relationship manager, to provide the best kind of service. It could even go all the way to like a concierge service, you know, because right now, if you look at Binance or exchanges in general, they give you perks if you are actively trading, right? I think time has come to even come out with a Binance black card where it serves all the top clients and give them the best concierge service and best kind of relationship service that one can have, because we are in a multi-trillion dollar business, a lot better than most of the banks in the world. right? So I think number one, if you want to get hold of whales, you want to get hold of all the top high roller. I think number one, the relationship manager portion should up the notch. I'm not sure whether CZ can hear this, but I always want to emphasize that part is really lacking. The second thing that I really hope to see is that I think right now, of course, Binance is also trying to get a bigger market and so forth. They have the alpha, and so forth and so on. I think that is a really good move, but I hope to see a bigger concentration on the Web3 business. Their decentralized wallet and so far. I hope to see more of that coming up. Why am I saying this? Is that I think it's a very good chance for them to take the lead back on this, because I think other exchanges, I'm not going to name them, some of them have closed down their Web3 department. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
are still struggling with the Web3 department. I think that Web3 section uh, should be placed into a higher priority segment, because I believe the founders and the co-founders of Binance, they believe in decentralization as well, right? And they believe that DEX is the future. A couple of years ago, I believe some of you have seen his post. And if DEX is the future, I hope that Binance could put a little bit more effort in putting the Web3 word all the way to the top, so that they can gain an extra big market share, where you can really bring in new users. Because right now, based on what I see again, a lot of these guys, some of them, they cannot pass the KYC, they cannot pass, they cannot get into the CEX, right? So I think the DEX part would be a very good gateway, or the wallet part would be a very good gateway for onboarding new users from every part of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andy. Great feedback. Um, okay, let me also check with Diana if she has any other questions to our dear guests.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Andy, for your really incredible insights, and happy to hear your opinion. And now moving forward, yeah, I have a question to Shul. I think we are going, to our probably almost last questions, and after this, guys, our listeners, we will be moving to the Q&A session, to the open mic segment. Okay, so if you still want to ask something, feel free to drop your comment or to request a mic, and we will be able to speak out loud, to ask the question to our guest today, or to us if you have any questions to us, right? Or share your crypto story or any feedback. So anything will be valuable. Okay, so sure. The question is, you've been really deeply involved in the, insurance, the long-term sustainability, I would say, of the crypto space. And I have a question as we look ahead to the next year, to the Binance ninth year, to the next also 12 months in crypto. What would be your let's say one piece of advice to the platform or to our community? Okay, as you want, you can like choose on what to answer. And also, how can we continue, creating a more responsible and secure environment for both investors, for our users, because I think this is really important.
Yeah, good questions. Let me, because you asked a couple questions in one. Um, Let me begin with sort of the community wise, or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people
sure.
that are coming in crypto. So, I mean, maybe it's a bit more generic than the ones that are listening right now, because we already have a community listening here. But to onboard the next, you know, billion people or users to crypto, what I always say is, you just need to get started somewhere. So what I'm noticing quite a bit is people sending me messages or DMs or whatever, and they're saying, "Hey, I see you make crypto content. I kind of want to get started in crypto as well because I see stuff happening about crypto, but I have no idea where to start." And then they're asking me questions on where should I start? Should I buy a book? Should I watch some videos? What should I be doing? And what I'm always saying is, you just need to get started. Um, so the moment you create a wallet, you're gonna deposit $50 on there. You are gonna lose that first $50, but by doing so and by actually starting to trade, you're gonna get, ending up in the rabbit hole of crypto. And along the way, you're gonna learn about it. So that's what I'm noticing right now. That a lot of people are interested in crypto. They want to get started in crypto, but they don't know how yet. With the result of them not actually joining. So what I'm always saying is just get started, create a wallet, deposit some funds, and start trading. And you're most likely gonna lose those first funds, but then it's gonna be money where you're gonna have a lesson out of it. You're gonna learn out of it. So that's what I'm usually saying to people that want to get into crypto. Then the other part of your question, where what's the advice, or what would I say to, for example, Binance on how to onboard the billion people?
Yeah.
What I'm noticing, and Andy mentioned this as well, is that it seems as if we're going more towards the DEX side of things, where that obviously was the idea of crypto or Bitcoin in the beginning, but exchanges had a very powerful role in the last bull run in the last years, where a lot of money was going over exchanges, and I still think we need exchanges. But it seems as if even exchanges are gonna have two sides, where you got the regular centralized exchange side, but also more the DEX side. So you see it with for example other exchanges as well, like OKX, Mexi, all those other things where they're creating DEX wallets, they're offering certain sections that are specifically DEX related, and it feels as if that's where we're going to right now. And I think Binance is doing it as well, obviously with the wallet. And I'm curious what you guys are going to do in the coming 12 months in that regards. But I think that's the key here, to allow the users to have the option to use centralized exchanges, but also decentralized.
Yeah, thank you so much for the answer, for the feedback. Amazing. And I have another question to you also, like to continue, yeah, this topic. What do you think Binance and, overall, let's say our creators in our community can do better to better educate users to help them make smarter, more informed decisions in this space right now?
Good question, and I would have to say it's the feedback here is exactly the thing that we are trying to do myself with our company, is that over the past years, when crypto has gotten bigger, all the creators, but also the exchanges and projects, they all, marketing wise or content wise, it was very related to pushing a campaign, pushing something that they're doing, where it's not that engaging content and fun content for people to watch usually, because the exchanges or the projects, they need to push a certain message. And what you're seeing right now, which is slowly happening more and more, is that we're all creating content that isn't specifically for a campaign or boring crypto content, so to speak, but it's more fun and engaging content that we're creating, and then in that have crypto sort of blended in. And I think once we all start doing that a bit more, we're going to get more people interested in crypto. And in such a video or in such a piece of content, you can very easily have a piece of education or explain something. But I think the most important thing here is that we need to create content that people actually want to watch, is engaging, and people are enjoying watching the content, instead of having to create something just because a company wants it and then they pay for it. um, I think that's the best way to go at it in the coming years in crypto, if you ask me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's really useful advice, and not only, like for all of the creators, but personal for me as well. So yeah, thank you so much for advices. Okay, Mila, up to you. Okay, let's see. So, we are going to the Q&A already. Yeah, sorry. Thank you so much for all our guests' incredible insights today. And now it's time for our Q&A section, right? And it's time for open mic. So, guys, our dear listeners, if you'd like to ask our QL a question, share your crypto journey, have an advice, I know, like anything, please request a mic and send some images so we can see that you are here, that you're active. And don't forget that we will be choosing 3 lucky winners to receive one of our exclusive 8-year anniversary swag boxes. They're really beautiful and they're, big and huge. Yeah, I see that I'm talking about swag, and I have more people who requested the mic. Okay, amazing. So let me choose just a few and we can just go one by one. Okay, so let me just. And Andy, Sjuul, if you would like to also have someone from people requested, also, yeah, feel free to tell me, and if you would like to speak to someone. Okay. Okay, so I see we have Biplab here already. Hey, can you try to speak?
Hey Diana, good
Hello,
evening.
hello.
How are you?
All good. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming here.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, if you allow me, I will take your 2 minutes of valuable time. If you allow me, I will share my real own journey in crypto.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Actually, first of all, I would like to uh, uh, tell you the Binance 8th anniversary and happy 8th anniversary to all of you, all the speaker, all the listener here. And I would like to share my own real story. First of all, I would like to thank Binance and whole team, and thanks all the speaker. Actually, Binance changed my life completely. Okay, back in 2018, I left my job and I entered to full-time trading career. When I jobless, I just first coin I purchased in Binance, that is only BNB at the price of only 15 USD. Okay, and still I'm holding BNBs today also, and right now you can know the BNB trading at 700 above 700 USD, right? So my investment become more than 50x, and I always have been earning good amount of launch pool, holder airdrops, mega airdrops from the Binance. Just I'm holding in BNB only. That is my story, and just for only Binance, I became millionaire in just within 2 or 3 4 years. That's my story, and thank you so much. That's it.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. It's always nice to hear the stories, of our users. Okay, thank you so much. Let's go with a Halloween 2024. We also have you here.
Hello, Diana. Hello, Mila. Hello, Andy. Hami. I see many great people here from many years on this journey, and I see many people come back to Binance, and this is a good thing. I see the community growing, the crypto adoption growing, and here we are right now. We see 123K on a Bitcoin price. This is a good thing, and we are just beginning because we will ride more, I think, in time, and we should have patience, do our research all the time, and also it's amazing because it's a very great community Binance created, and also angels put many effort over the last years, and here we are, more than 280 million followers, and this is a good thing to have 280 million users on Binance with KSC. And I think Binance will reach more than 300 users before December. And this is a good thing because right now crypto adoption is around 7-8%, and we still early. If we pass more than 10% in next 12, 24 months, this is a great thing, and we will see Bitcoin price jumping like crazy. we should have patience, and guys, keep Bitcoin because this is a true value. Thank you very much, Diana. Thank you, Mila, Andy. You are a great guys, and keep building.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And
And
guys, this is not a financial advice, of course, but yeah, keep holding hodling. It's very very nice. Okay, thank you. We also have here Ahmed. Ahmed, can you try to speak? Do you have any questions to ask or story to share?
Hey everyone, this is Ahmed, and today I'm going to first of all wish you a very happy 8th anniversary for Binance. And so I have a question as well, and I would like, exactly how my journey with Binance and crypto in general began. So, my question to our esteemed guests is that did they ever get into cryptocurrency mining or like Ethereum mining basically? Or Bitcoin mining. And so, me personally, when I was a bit younger, back in 20, let's say 18, 19, that's when I got into crypto. I started mining Ethereum on my gaming PC, and I was like, let's try to like sell these mining rewards off. And that's how I got to know what Binance is, and like made my account. And I think it's been an amazing journey as of now. So yeah, that's my question for our guests, and that's all. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Can you just repeat the question, only the question one more time?
Yeah, my question is: has Sjuul or Andy ever mined any sort of cryptocurrency? Like, is it something that they've done
Okay,
throughout
great.
their time?
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, sure, you can go ahead and answer.
Yeah, in honesty, not that big of a mining guy. But in the beginning, when I started with crypto, I remember mining Dogecoin. Because let's be honest, the meme coin had a very good run and had a hype in the beginning of crypto. And you were able to download some software on your PC, so don't expect anything crazy from it. But in my earlier PCs, I did do some Dogecoin mining. But in honesty, I lost that PC. I have no idea where it is. There might as well be quite a bit of money on that. Looking back at the price that it's gone up right now, but it's just something that I have written off, if you know what I mean.
Amazing. Thank you so much for answer. Andy, have you mind anything?
I invest, yes, but I don't mind myself, man, because places where I'm from, electricity is quite expensive, So I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Ahmed, for your question. And we also have Mink here. Hey, can you try to speak?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Can
Hello.
you hear
Yeah.
me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello? Okay, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Mila. I'm happy to be here. And I just quick introduce myself. I'm from Captain BNB Army, and you can see under the PFP with the circle yellow with all our members from the Captain BNB. And literally, we are building this project for over 5 months, and we are growing and growing, and you can see we are the most activity community in on building on the BNB chain at the moment, and we are literally as a mascot and named by the BNB, and always support by the BNB and Binance ecosystem. And we are very proud and be a very good community. Want to expand our concept, the culture, and the honor the diehard building community to show up the world. But I have a question want to ask our. We always talked to Andy before, and we want to know because we are the mascot is also mostly very popular in Western country. I'm from Australia, and even I talk with our friends in our community, lots of us is from Western countries like Canada, America, and the European, and we have very good like easy to people understand the mascot. So that's why I know Binance or BNB want to expand their conquer to America this moment because the USA opened the gate to Binance. And how we can help with together with Binance to going to expand our community or onboard more people from the other chain to onboarding to BNB ecosystem. That's why I want to learn from Andy. Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So it was a question to Andy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. I think,
Hey, hi, Ming. Uh, I think for the expansion part for the project, I think it would be really good if you could start to work closer with BNB and Binance, and see where their main focus are at, and if you guys can help to support the Binance with their American market or something, I think friends like Diana, Mila, I think they'll be very happy to see how they can support you as well. You know what I mean? And then the second thing is I felt that from a project standpoint, as the mascot of BNB, I felt that the community should continue to build harder in the Asian market. That would definitely help your footprint, to get into more places. So thanks, Ming, for question, man.
Thank you so much for the question. Thanks, Andy, for answer. And we also found a few interesting questions from comments that we see. So, the first comment, I will read it. I'd love to ask Alt Crypto Gems this question: what has been the biggest mistake you made in these 8 years? Yeah, like last years as a trader, and what lesson do you think every newbie should learn from that?
Good question. I mean, as quite a few people, I think I have lost a decent amount of money with Luna. Um, and a couple weeks ago, I lost quite a bit of money as well in crypto because I thought there was someone that I worked with quite a bit of time, but it turned out he was not such a nice guy. Looking back at it, so I think the biggest lesson that I've learned here is that, I mean, this is pretty much in every part of the world, obviously, but crypto is a bit more sensitive to it. It still is a very tough world, and you should never really trust someone online, or whenever someone says, hey, this is going to happen. Usually when it's too good to be true, it usually is too good to be true. So I'd say that has been the biggest lesson that I've learned over the past few years.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right, guys. We need to always do our own research, okay, and stay safe because this is really important. If somebody offers you something that is too good to be true, it's probably a scam. So please be careful. And the next question I can see a bit more positive, right, than the previous one. The question is for both our speakers. What moment made you believe in crypto? It's kind of philosophical one, right?
Do you want me to answer it or Andy?
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead and answer.
So what moment made me believe in crypto? That was the question, right?
Yes, yes.
Phew. I think sort of I got into crypto on a lucky basis. I made some money in early 2016, 2017, and the only way to cash out was in Bitcoin. So at that time, I didn't really believe in it. But then fast forward to like the bull run 2020, 2021, when pretty much everyone was talking about it and you saw it popping off everywhere, to Binance being in the Formula One, to crypto.com being there, to Floki Inu on the buses, etc. I think in that year, the 2021 bull run, is when I started to believe in crypto, when literally, you saw it on the news, you saw it popping up, everyone was talking about it. So I think that's the moment when I thought, okay, crypto is here to stay and it's going to get way bigger than it is right now.
Thank you so much. That's a great answer. Thank you. Andy, can you also share with us what moment made you believe in crypto?
Mm, I believe in crypto when I can use my cryptocurrency to buy my favorite coffee. I want to keep things simple because
Yeah.
I think the most tangible thing or the simplest thing is that you can use it, right? And you can trade it. You can use it to buy the things that you want. You can use it as a gift. You can use it to pay for a coffee, pay for hotels, and so forth. I think that is the part where I started to look at crypto differently. But of course, because I started really early, um, so the moment where I transform this whole thought process from a finance only play to eventually really using it, that is actually the big moment. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's amazing answer. Thank you so much. Okay, I also found another question, and I think this will be great to ask this question, Mila. So, what is the biggest lesson Binance has learned over the past 8 years? What do you think?
Okay, sure. So I think one of the biggest lessons Binance has learned over the past 8 years was the power of adaptability. Yeah, because all of you know that the crypto space changes fast, and from regulations to the user needs to market trends, and I think what helped Binance grow wasn't just kind of innovation, but the ability to listen, learn, and pivot quickly. So whether it's launching the new products, improving the user protection, or supporting the global communities, I think that we have seen that staying close to our users and staying flexible is what keeps us ahead. And honestly, from my opinion of view, that mindset of learning and building like non-stop is what makes Binance Binance.
Thank you so much for answer like that. Okay, and I have the last two questions, one for each of our guests, and because community actually asked them like that. So, the first one, as we celebrate Bitcoin reaching an all-time high, obviously, Shul, what do you think is behind this Bitcoin's huge rise in value recently? I'm also
Um,
interested.
I think it's a combination of quite a few things. If you sort of had to go at bullet points wise, I'd say we have the Fed talking about rate cuts, which is obviously an important thing. We have money coming in through ETFs, so big players are coming in, and they're coming in with size. um, Inflation is easing up, and looking at the, how would you say it, like the world macroeconomic levels, you'd say we're slowly starting to get a bit more relaxed, and not that many crazy things are happening. So I think if you have that combination all together, that's probably the reason why we see a sudden rise. And then once we do, it's more as if a snowball is going down a hill. So the more people are getting in, the more news we're going to get, and the more news we're going to get, the more people are going to come in. So I'd say a combination of those things would be the reason why.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much for answer. And another question is for Andy. Andy, how you manage your patience if you if you do this at the time of bear market?
Just do more charity, do more good, write more articles, to to spend my days when it's bad.
Great, great. Yeah, yeah. Like learning, right?
Yup, man. Yup.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I think we are done with the Q&A. Thanks again to our amazing community, to our listeners for your questions, for all of your comments, and for your stories. It was really interesting to hear from you, like, directly. And thank you so much, our dear guests, for joining us today, for sharing your incredible insights. It's been a real pleasure for me and for Mila as well, having this conversation with both of you. And the future of crypto is very exciting, and I think we are really lucky to have key opinion leaders, right? Like you, helping to shape it, helping to educate the community and to shape the crypto space.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. I guess had a great time. I think we talked about quite a few things in crypto, so appreciate it. And on to the next billion users.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just going to ask, do you have any, like final, let's say, any parting words to our community, any final advice, something like that?
I've got one. Remember, no one ever went broke by taking profits.
Great, that's a really good one. Yeah, I should hear this before. Thank you so much, Shul. And also, Andy, would you like to share also one final words, final advice with our community?
I want to say that trust is the new hype. You know, don't
Mm-hmm.
just follow the crowd, but try to find things that you trust, you believe, and have conviction in. Then things will be a lot easier and smoother for you, even when the price goes down.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Such valuable advice. Thank you again for both of you. Thank you to our amazing audience for joining us today. Remember to follow us, to follow our speakers today, and stay tuned for more exciting episodes of Binance Stars 8 series, because we just started and we will have them across the X Binance Square live with different community leaders, and we will continue to bring you, the latest in crypto, the education, some fun, and of course some swag. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you,
Thank you.
um, everyone. Big thanks, to our guests and to everyone who turned in. This session was packed with really great insights, and for me, and I hope for you too. So yeah, let's keep building, keep learning, and keep pushing this space forward. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.